Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2 with Sith Lords and me, Darth Maltwine. We are going to finalise the adventure plans of Khoonda and get to the final stage of the planet.
I was right about you. You are trouble.
Yes.
Mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize.
I'm ready to finalise the battle plans.
You sure? Once we're done with that, there may not be any time left before the mercenaries attack.
I'm certain I've done all I can.
Alright. We got a lot to do.
As you are here to bolster Khoonda's defense, I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I can.
I imagine that the mercenaries have got two goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the administrator. The rest of the settlers won't have courage to resist if they succeed.
Go on.
The administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go through us and Khoonda's defenses. Thanks to you, they're gonna have a tougher job. That's about it. We just need to dig in and wait for the mercs to come.
Have you talked with the men?
Well, I'll tell them what's there to do. I'm not much for words.
I think they could use some encouragement. Maybe I could speak to them.
Alright, I'll assemble the men. I hope you can speak good.
So where am I going with this? Tell them this is their chance to make history. Dantooine's short history has been a constant tale of rugged peoples surmounting difficult odds. Never have the odds been so great, or the future so uncertain. But today is your chapter, your tale. Generations yet born will look upon this upcoming battle with pride and wonder. I will not lie, the risks are great, the threat is real, but I will stand beside any one of you proudly as we face our destiny on this field of battle. This is our day, our valiant chance to free Dantooine. Who will fight beside me?
I don't have the words. That was really something. I think any one of them would take a blaster bolt for you now. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem.
Why did you fart in this sacred place? You don't want to fight, throw down your weapons.
Is that supposed to convince me, Jedi? I was trained by the Sith. My unit killed many Jedi. I'll give you one last chance. Leave the administrator to her fate.
I won't let you kill her.
Then you've allied with these flaming settlers. The galaxy doesn't tolerate weakness. I was trained at Malak's Academy. Your tricks won't work on me. You're just another dead Jedi to me.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your predicament.
Kill them all.
Oh, he's on our side. All mercenaries are against us. Why can't they be with me? Advanced medipack, perfect. Hey, Rook, come out of here. No, Rook.
Thank you so much. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from this threat.
For Jedi, it was just one Jedi actually. I'm considered an outcast by other Jedi.
I'm sorry to offend you. You are, of course, our savior, and I am very grateful to
You
you.
didn't offend me, dearie. I was happy to help.
We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope this reward will be sufficient.
Please keep the credits and use them to rebuild Khoonda.
I am humbled by your generosity. I will put this to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do. Dantooine will be slow to rebuild, but I am confident now that we will one day achieve prosperity.
Khoonda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance. I may have misjudged. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish.
Where are all the Jedi?
There are a few of us left, but I do not even know if the others still live. We may be the last. We've been forced to divide our forces and retreat to places which will be difficult for our enemies to detect and attack.
Where are these other Jedi?
We have chosen to hide our presences from each other, so that the discovery of one will not endanger the others.
But how can you contact each other?
We cannot. We have resolved not to until we have found where the Sith are striking from. But even as our numbers thin, there is still no trace of them. We had hoped to outmaneuver them, By letting them believe themselves victorious, we thought they would become bold and step from the shadows.
And what then?
Then, all of us who remained vowed to meet here on Dantooine. From here we can plan a course of action and carry the battle to them. But so far they remain in hiding, and Jedi continue to vanish and die.
I want to talk to you about something else.
Do you have more questions for me?
I need to know why you cast me out of the order.
Because you defied the Council and followed Revan to war. And from that war came another. You know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco? Do you see now why we counseled caution instead of action? You were the only one to come back and face judgment. But that was because you had lost your connection with the Force. Another casualty of war. No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I hoped your isolation would give you time to reflect on what had happened, what you had done. Well, I see it as not. You have more questions for me?
Why did you cut me off from the Force?
We did nothing to you. Accuse us if you will, but it will not change the truth. Cutting one off from the Force. Such punishments are reserved for only a few. Although it was within our power, we did not inflict such a loss upon you. Your loss was a casualty of war, no more.
Then what happened to me?
Perhaps that is a question you should ask yourself. It is not something that I could help you with, even if I wanted.
But I've re-established my connection to the Force.
Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within you again. Do you have more questions for me?
Do you know anything about Force bonds and how to end them?
Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between master and student. Are you saying you have bonded with another?
Yes, and the connection is lethal.
Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. I'm certain. Perhaps it is merely what you believe. Still, your ability to form such connections, to influence others, was always a subject of discussion, even when you were students. Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. But a bond that ties two lives together, such bonds do not seem natural to me. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a connection would be impossible.
Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always.